Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Sawtale, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
This facility is incredible, and the work they are doing to improve farmers' environments and the environments for cows so that cows are more productive and happier and comfier is incredible. It really, really is. So every single batch of rubber that comes in to be made into mattresses is tested for stretchiness. Literally every single time, but this isn't the interesting stuff.
Forgetting the products for a second, they'll even design your very own cowshed, the cubicle layouts, the mats that you need, and every component needed for that situation and application.
EasyFix have their own custom mat shop, so no matter what type of rubber floors you have, EasyFix can either make it, modify it, create it, design it, or whatever, so that they've got something to fit your cubicle shed, your slat shed, whatever.
Tomorrow. No one's seen it, and yet everyone imagines it. We hope for smiles, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones too. We hope that the light at the end of the tunnel isn't just a light. It's the sun shining on our days to come. We hope that even if we get older, we can fulfill the dreams we once had as kids. We hope because hope is a wonderful thing. It can't be conquered. It can't be defeated, and on the off chance that it weakens, with nourishment, it returns again, stronger than ever. At Allison, we believe that your hopes should not just remain hopes. They should become your reality, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, or what you do. That's why we spread empowerment to people across the world through over 4,000 online courses and career development tools, all for free, so that everyone can empower themselves, learn about their opportunities, connect with tomorrow, and grow from where they are today. After all, tomorrow is a great place to be. It's a place filled with possibilities. It's a place where you can be everything you want to be. With Allison, empower yourself.
Trinzo is a consultancy company that provides quality regulatory training and supply chain support into the medical device and pharmaceutical industry.
On a day-to-day basis, we would engage with companies around the world to tackle a wide range of industry challenges.
Clients will come to us with a wide variety of challenges. Those could be quality and regulatory compliance issues. They could be also really intense business challenges that they're trying to solve. And in that case, we'd put a team on the ground to make sure that they're really well supported and that they're being left in a better place when Trinzo steps off the project with them.
One of Trinzo's strengths lies in our ability to excel in demanding and complex areas. This is a challenge made possible by our extensive and diverse expertise in the industry.
I believe the future is very bright for Trinzo. We are growing at 30% per year, year on year. Trinzo is very deliberate in our culture. We are very collaborative, team focused, really look after employees. So we believe that happy employees lead to happy clients.
Caulfield Industrial, one of Ireland's largest distributors of industrial tools and safety supplies. With retail stores in Galway and Athlone, our nationwide distribution service offers next-day delivery on over 50,000 stock items. From our website, caulfieldindustrial.com, the #1 supplier of quality tools, safety gear and equipment from top brands like DeWalt, Snickers, Bosch, Stanley, Baco and many more. For professional tools and equipment, think Caulfield Industrial.
You're very welcome back to Tuam Stadium. It is the game we've all been waiting for here. It is the battle to see who will face Marcullen in the county final in 2 weeks' time. And it's a battle, a North Galway battle here in North Galway. Milltown to our right against the mighty Corofin. And both sides are ready to go. A lot of talk all week, Brian, about this game. It's got huge interest. Milltown probably the surprise team out of the four of that game we won't mention too many times in the quarter-final from your perspective, but it's a big ask here for Jarlath Jennings' side. Corofin under Kevin Johnson are motoring nicely, and most people anticipated that we will have that dream final of Marcullen and Corofin, who are, of course, our league champions and are on a bit of a roll themselves, unbeaten all year in both league and championship football, but we're in the melting pot now.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I mean, saying that to be unbeaten all year long, and they're still coming in kind of right under the radar. Probably we expect Corofin just to be dominating the campaign as they've done, you know, in the 2010s. But you know, they're here now. They concede very less. I think 9 points is the most they've conceded so far this year in the championship, and that was against Tuam the last day. And they're coming up against, you know, the North Galway rivals in Milltown, who absolutely are here. Emerged a fantastic performance against Clare Galway, 16 points. It's going to be a really good game. The wind has kind of picked up a small bit now. It's blown down towards the town end. Conditions look good. Probably was a bit more of a downriver day. It might have levelled things up in terms of Milltown and bringing down. But you know, it's going to be a good game of football, and it's going to be really interesting. Can't wait for the start now.
Yeah, it certainly is. And you know, you touched on it there before we go to the team news, but some a couple of key losses in terms of, I suppose, the Corofin forwards. Dylan Canny isn't there, of course, from earlier in the year. We talked about that when it run. Jason Leonard, Ian Burke not available. Dara Silk is back today. That's a bit of a boost there also. But it's firepower that you're worried about, because they're so strong defensively, but also from that defensively from an attacking point of view, there's so many heavy runners.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, you see Clare Malloy just can stand up there if he plays midfielder, wing back, he can get up and get a couple of scores. I think Liam Silk got maybe three if not four scores the last day. Mark and Jamie Murphy, fantastic footballer, and still to get three off Jamie, you know, down the other end of the pitch, one mark as well. You know, so Corofin just keep coming. I think in the last 23 county finals, they've been in 15 of them, and they've won 13 of them. I think we tend to forget how dominant Corofin were in the 2010s and how much of a successful club that they are, that they can go right through this campaign, you know, and the league campaign as well, not lose any game and still come under the radar. If they explode today, they're going to peak, and you know, I'd probably back them today maybe to get over Marcullen. Now, every prediction I've made so far this year, Jonathan, has got wrong, so maybe the people of Milltown will be happy that I'm going for
prayers for I'd say for the two people that are left of Milltown. By the sound of things here, big crowd in here as you expect, and we look down to our left hand side, there's still people flowing in. Let's give you those teams in. We'll start with Milltown, who are of course down to our right hand side, and they're all blue. Conor Nolan in goal, Kieran Blake, Pádraig Godwin and Johnny Hines is the full back line. Two changes in to the name 15 in the programme. One of those is Keith Mannion replacing Sam Fearig. Keith will wear number 24, and alongside him at centre back is the team captain Jack Curran, who had such a standout performance in that quarter-final victory over Clare Galway. John Martin completes the half-back line. Mid of the field in, it's a pair of Blake brothers, Col and Sean Blake. And another change then at the side, we'll see Colin Brennan, who got 2 points in that victory over Clare Galway. He replaces number 10, Niall Costello. Costello did come on and have a fine game, big impact off the bench. Liam Costello is at centre forward alongside Michael McCoulter, and in the inside line, and a bit of danger power here, Michael Martin, who was put in an incredible performance in that victory, is at 13. Mark Kerr at 14, and Owen Mannion in the other corner forward, and there is a bit of firepower there. And a stat that someone said to me during the week, Milltown shot 16 scores in that game over Clare Galway. No wides, no shorts, a perfect shooting display.
Yeah, it's an amazing display by them, and 16 points in a game of football is fantastic nowadays when things can get defensive. But they're here and merit. But I think Milltown have beaten Clare Galway by a couple of points. Tuam have beaten Corofin, Corofin have beaten by Tuam by a couple of points. So Till were just a point behind Mike Cullen. Same with James's and Montbellew, and then yesterday there was only a couple of points in it as well. So it's a very, very even championship. And Corofin are probably the favourites today, but certainly Milltown are going to throw absolutely everything at it. And you wouldn't rule them out, but it's probably a long shot at the same time to expect them to win today.
Let's give you that Corofin side then. For Kevin Johnson, Bernard Power is between the sticks. It's a full back line of Liam Silk, Col Silk and Gavin Burke. Half back line of Dylan McHugh, Conor Cunningham and Brian Cogger. Middle of the field will be Patrick Egan, and we expect Patrick Egan to play wing forward with Kieran Malloy, who we're in 12 to play with midfield, alongside Ross Mann. Ronan Steed does not start. And then the second change will be in the half forward line. Number 18, Dylan Wall, is such a big impact since he's been played over the course of the year. One of their standout players. He wears 18, starts at number 10. Tony Gill, probably their most go-to forward in terms of scores from general play. And then it'll be alongside him will be Patrick Egan, another one of the under 19 players to step up from that victorious team last year. And then the inside line, Dara Silk returns. That's a big booster for Corofin. Gary Sice and Jack McCabe, another one of those players from that under 19 side. So a nice little bit of development there, as you probably have in Milltown as well, to be fair. Bit of youth and experience and that combination, how things are going. But the one thing that you would say is you look at the bench for Corofin, like they were able to bring on 2 All-Ireland winning captains in the last time out against Tuam. Incredible strength and depth there. And of course, a note then for Mike Farrer as well, who coached Monavea Abbey to a fine victory in the intermediate game here in the first of the doubleheader. He's a busy man today, but there's power in that bench if they need it.
Absolutely, and Mike Farrer came on the last day and he caught two of Bernie Powers kickouts, both marks, both clean, worked them up the pitch, and they got a couple of scores off them. And then you have Michal Lundy as well, who's just, he's so fast, he's so strong. If he comes off the bench, he's going to bring huge energy as well around, and you can rely on that gun as well as young Martin Farrer as well. So there's just so much experience to call on, and then it might be an inexperienced forward line in terms of the players that were involved in the 3 in a row that started, but you still have Gary Sice in there. He's commanding the whole lot. He's such an experienced guy, and if you look at the opposite side then towards Milltown, Mike Martin, Costello, Mark Hare, very, very good forwards as well. And one guy I'm very impressed this year is young Jack Curran. He's the captain of Milltown. He's having a fantastic year from what I've seen so far. So as teams are lining up now, we're about to get underway, I think.
Yeah, referee for today is Christopher Ryan. He's just bringing both sides in here for the coin toss, it looks like. And we'll stop now and a pause for Auron Naveen firstly here before we get underway. So here we go then. It is the battle to face Mark Cullen in the county final in 2 weeks' time. It is Corofin versus Milltown. Corofin will attack the town scoring goal for the first half. Big crowd here in Tuam Stadium. Certainly the place to be in Galway football at the moment. All eyes on this here as we get ready to go. Christopher Ryan is just going through the last of the formalities, but we are ready for action. A lot of talk, a lot of build-up. Huge excitement in both camps coming up to this clash, but we are ready to go here. And indeed, off we go. Ball thrown into the middle of the pitch. It's a strange ball. It's almost like one of those crooked lineouts from last night from South Africa. But straight away, it's Sean Blake who wins the ball there, wins a free call. His brother will recycle it backwards to Godwin, who'll come forward. Gives it towards Jack Curran, the Milltown captain. Plays the ball in field. Milltown set up very, very defensively. That's a stray hand pass straight away. This is dangerous straight away, and they somehow stopped it. It's a heavy collision comes on there on wall. A couple of players have hit the floor here. And almost a disaster. A stray hand pass across the middle was nearly gobbled up, and I'd say it looks like it'll be a nearly yellow card being shown here. It's John Martin, who looks like he's been called over by Christopher Ryan there. He had to go pretty much full throttle there for that one. It was disaster with his open country. I was just about to say there was going to be a yellow card being shown after 52 seconds of action now for the Milltown wing back. But he had to go all body, everything across on that one because there was danger. There was open country in front of it. And I was just about to say, Milltown set up so defensively against Clare Galway, but they're nearly opened up there within seconds.
Yeah, the turnover, nearly killed him there. And Wall, he's just so fast and so strong that, in fairness, he took the yellow card, John Martin, but it could have been a lot worse if, as you said, it was open country. But Sice is on this one now and might get them off the mark here.
Yeah, just inside the 45, strikes it with the left.
Fantastic.
Puts it over the bar. Just the ease that he strokes it over in towards the town goal. A minute and a half into proceedings here in Tuam Stadium. Corofin lead by a point to no score. And a lot of question marks under how Corofin would react without losing when they lost some of their sharpshooters from frees. But Sice will nail anything on that side.
He will. He knows the ground well. He knows where the goalposts are in this stadium more than anyone. And I think if they concede frees anywhere around the 45 into the town goal today, he'll have his name on them.
Conor Nolan goes long and high. Ball spins up in the air in the middle of the field. Goes over the head of bodies, and it's a ruck. Where is the ball in between that crowd? Players on both sides are driving for it, and Corofin win the advantage. It's Patrick Egan, who came through a crowd, takes it quickly. And quickly Corofin move now. Tony Gill now has options in front of him. Solos with the ball down the left-hand side. Plays the ball down the line. They recycle back towards Dylan McHugh. Steps inside, just inside the 45. Punches it centrally across where it goes. Gavin Burke is able to scoop it, but it's a loose enough hand pass, and Colin Silk has to dive on the football. Recycles it out towards the right-hand side. Corofin, they do a lot. They keep the width. They go from left to right. Dylan McHugh now is open country. Shoots from outside the 21 from their right wing. Has he got the score? He hasn't. Out for the first wide of the game. Still Corofin leading by a score, 1 point to no score. But it's danger signs already there for Milltown because Corofin have pushed up and they've kept the width either side.
They've pushed up everyone from the whole Milltown team there in their own 45. Corofin were not sitting anyone back at all. They were just pushing up on top of them as well. So if the Milltown guys are going to trouble back and try to go mass defence, Corofin are going to push them straight away. They make no oxygen for them if they get turned over.
So Conor Nolan now with his second kick out of the game. This looks like it's going long. Again, it is. High, up in the air, spins up in the air, hangs up for a good bit of time. Colin Blake tries to get a hand on. Mike Martin almost, but Corofin again through the ruck. Now they're driving forward. Another free and be given there for Corofin, who've done all the heavy early bit of running so far. This one is probably too far for Gary Sice to go direct from goal. He does have the ball in his hand, just chips it backwards. Corofin look to recycle, and again Dylan McHugh has room over this left-hand side as they find more space, despite pretty much everyone from Milltown being inside their own 45. McHugh now running down the left-hand side. They recycle backwards, back towards Tony Gill, infield towards Sice again, just outside the 45 from the right-hand side. That's the only score of the game so far. Back goes towards Conor Cunningham. Cunningham now will just switch it, and it's a laboured build-up so far, but he's still going. The centre-back now puts his bit of burners on, go down the right-hand side. Just about breaks the 21 now, goes infield, and where they have a bit of movement here. Ross Mann goes backwards towards Carl Silk, chips it down the line. They're still trying for room. Dara Silk now with his first time on the ball. Beautiful little hand pass again towards Carl Silk, who's got forward. Moves through the hands quickly. Good block down there from Liam Costello through the crowd, but Corofin win it back again and very tight to the sideline, and they're still on the go. It's pretty much in the corner out there. Corofin just trying to maximise. Keith Mannion gets half a body in the way. Milltown gets a turnover and get a free out. On Milltown, dare I say it, 4 minutes gone. They're only a point down, but a mini sigh of relief there.
Yeah, they need to slow this down a small bit now as well. But Corofin are just pushing up so high. They're pinning them in there in their own 21. Even when they do turn over the ball, they've such a long way to work it up that the only way really around is to kind of for Milltown to be fouled and then to give them a bit more action. But
Colin Brennan does well there. Head contact, but John Marin takes it off his shoulder, then punches it down the line to his brother Mike, who shot the lights out on that quarter-final victory. A little bit deeper this time, chips the ball over on the left-hand side. Milltown coming forward for the first time, and it's all Mannion, puts the shoulder on, finds room, on he goes now. Past the 21, no one inside him, has to find space, back towards Colin Brennan again now, outside the D on the left-hand side. Back goes towards Martin, but he's going around quickly off towards Mannion. Milton holding possession now, looking for options. John Martin gets it back again. And Brennan now slows it down as Milltown try and get bodies forward. Carl Blake now picks it up, punches it infield towards Costello. Costello on the run outside the 45, still going. Costello going on the left hand side. It's going to take a shot and goal. It'll be a wonderful score. Does it have enough juice? It certainly does. A wonderful individual score all the way over the bar. Liam Costello, he went from left to right and then just drove it over the bar. A point apiece here in Tuam Stadium.
Oh, what a score there from Liam Costello. He worked the ball around the pitch. It was still a very difficult shot because he was doing it at speed and he was under a bit of pressure as well. Executed fantastically and 1-1 on the board here.
Gave Milltown big confidence after a bit of a few jabs being shown initially from Corofin. Bernard Power now chips. Just a glorious kick out there as well. Just ice through the veins there. I think even you as a goalkeeper, Brian, shuddered a little bit when you saw that one. Corofin keep possession though. Patrick Egan now. Puts the ball down the line. Where Dara Silk does a beautiful spin on the run now, is charging down towards the Milltown goal. Flicks it backwards and there's runners option. Egan's coming through and goal. He's coming through and goal. He takes a shot and into the bottom corner of the net. Stunning finish in the end from Patrick Egan. Milltown got back on track again, but dealt an absolute sucker punch, and it was all of Patrick Egan's doing.
Yeah, such good play there from Corofin. They worked the ball out so well. Young Egan there, we've seen him the last day against Tuam. He's a really, really good player. Low into the bottom corner, the Conor Nolan's right hand side there, and he just couldn't really do anything about it. Fantastic finish from young
through
Egan.
The crowd as well, just rifle it through them. Could have been the whole Milltown team there and they wouldn't be able to stop at that. A huge score, even with only 6.5 minutes gone. 1-1 to Corofin, 1 point for Milltown. Nolan goes long again, high up and towards the air. It should have been a caught there. But the ball slips out of the hands of Colin Brennan and Corofin get things back and they look like they're motoring again here. Dylan McHugh now outside of the boot. That's a beautiful ball in towards Sice, but good defending there. Kieran Blake is able to read it, let the ball back to his goalkeeper Conor Nolan. He's going to go out for a little bit of a trot, just punts it over towards John Martin. That yellow card doesn't seem to have affected his performance so far. It was 52 seconds into the game when he got it. We're now at 7 minutes and there's been a good bit of football played since, and Milltown now are noticeable. They're trying to take the sting out of the game, and they probably need to do this because Corofin, as they've shown, they have firepower and they have running firepower in absolute abundance.
Absolutely, yeah, and even further as they're on the attack here now.
Yeah, Godwin now coming down the right hand side. Punches the ball in that right corner forward position towards Mike Martin, trying to get back on the left foot. Puts a beautiful ball back. Kieran Blake is coming through. It just comes out of his breadbasket at the worst occasion. It almost opened up from there. He would have been through and goal. Instead, it's Corofin who get the ball back.
Oh, Corofin, they don't get exposed a whole lot for when the other team are taking goal opportunities on them. But Blake was through there. If he caught that, he would have gone straight down the throat of Bernie Power, and that's a small little chink in the armour we've seen from Corofin, but otherwise they're probably more on top here.
They survived though. 8 minutes gone, 1-1 to a point they lead. Corofin now their turn to take the sting out of the game. Keep possession football in the middle of the field. Gavin Burke now across towards Conor Cunningham. Cunningham now slowly up he goes towards Dylan Wall. He certainly looks okay after that heavy contact he got early doors in the game. Corofin now pushed everyone forward. Milltown in turn pushed everyone back. Bernard Power was out in the 65. That's the only one. Gary Sice takes an advance mark through the crowd.
Well done.
Just outside the 21 on the right hand side. It'll be a tap over score for him, you would feel. But everyone pushed forward. Milltown now slowly coming forward now because they know there's probably a kick out coming, but
yeah,
it's a fascinating tactical battle. We see that so many times, what it really is here. Sice makes no mistake from the advance mark. 1-2 now from Corofin. Sice has got both of those points, added with the goal by Patrick Egan. Milltown's response was a fine individual score from Liam Costello, but it's Corofin attacking the scoring goal and doing all the attacking and all the scoring so far.
Absolutely. When Conor Nolan goes long for the kick up, when he goes long out the middle, most of the Corofin forwards trying to drift out as well. So if they win it, then there's just so much space inside.
Nolan does go long again, hangs up. He's gone up towards Carl Blake. What a stunning catch! Absolutely out of the sky there from Sean Blake. Staggering stuff. Catches Milltown. I think he's clattered a couple of Dylan McHugh. Is it on his process of that one? Blake gets it back again and is driving forward, and you know what, it's opening up in front of him. Goes off towards Colin Brennan on the right hand side, looking for runners inside. Costello is that option, but he still goes down the byline. He's still going, pops it off, a tight little hand pass. And what's the decision going to be? No, he's back for a free in here. Christopher Ryan deemed there was nothing doing in terms of advantage there, and you imagine Mike Martin will grab this football now and put the try and get Milltown's second score of the game here. But I suppose the one small thing is we still staggering with that catch from Sean Blake, I beg your pardon. Martin now with this free, but they are finding tiny gaps in the Corofin defence as Martin drives it over the bar. 2 points now for Milltown. 1-2 for Corofin, that Patrick Eakin goal, the difference between the sides. But that's the only small bit of hope from a Milltown perspective.
Yeah, and that is the difference so far, because they have created the chances, and young Kieran Blake was nearly through at that time as well. But what a take there in the middle of the field.
Look at the kick out there as well. Dylan McHugh has just found a room at just a ping of a ball. Patrick Eakin, the goal scorer, is looking dangerous. One of the three from that under-19 side, gives it back towards the more experienced Gary Sice, lofts the ball outside of the way. Stolen ball in over the top. Conor Nolan can't get there, and it's into the net. Jack McCabe has just punched it into the net. Corofin's second goal of the game here. He got absolutely clattered in the process, but a big moment here already, as we're only 10.5 minutes into the first half as well. Root one, and then a good old-fashioned put your body on the line and get away. That's a big score already.
And both of the goals have come from Burner Power's kickouts. They worked the ball. Fantastic kick out there in the first half, just underneath us here, and then across the opposite end of the pitch, and they can work it, transition it so fast. So 2 scores from their own kick out so far. Conor Nolan there, it was a tough one to go for, but he took the man, I suppose, anyway, at least. But listen, it's not looking good in the scoreboard now for Milltown. They're 8 points to 2.
Jack McCabe, though, will have to go off and get patched up after getting clattered there, but not without doing damage on the scoreboard.
He looks like he's bleeding there in his eye. He's very brave.
Well busted open there as well, and he's got his sides. A second goal of the game. And Corofin now, or arm wrestle in control of this. 2-2 to Milltown's 2 points. Those are 2 big early scores from Corofin. Long again from Nolan, up to the Clyde. Milltown get it free. And they take it quickly up towards Martin. They go long now. Martin on the loop, trying to take on his man. He's been tagged by Liam Silk. Martin trying to get back on the right. Martin goes in, just falls on the surface there. It's heavy. He'll have to be careful to recycle. That he does, back towards Colin Brennan. Milltown now will have to reset. Coulters now gets position. Puts the ball in towards centrally towards Sean Blake. Mial Lundy is the player to come on for that temporary substitute. What a player to be able to bring off the bench. Johnny Hines now with the football. Plays the ball infield towards Kieran Blake. Back it goes towards Keith Mannion. Now Milltown's turn to push everyone up and force Corofin to do in total back into their, pretty much on their own 45. Godwin now on the right hand side, solo and forward. Gives it towards McCoulter, quickly through the hands again. It goes towards Colin Brennan. But this is Corofin are happy. They're almost getting a little bit of breather here as John Martin now picks up the ball. Dead centre, punches a low pass towards Coslow, who's been dangerous, got a fine individual score so far. And it's trying to still go, then chops up the ball in towards Martin. It might break nicely for Godwin. No, doesn't Corofin have cover back there and able to gobble that up, and Conor Cunningham comes out with the football. Corofin looks so comfortable defensively there. Yeah, they're just bringing so much more energy into the game than they brought against Tuam the last day. They definitely turned it up a notch coming into today's game against Milltown. So on come Corofin again. Long ball in towards the space there. What a ball. That is just staggering ball there. Gavin Burke outside of the left. Just split the whole Milltown defence. Another advanced mark here now from Corofin to add more damage to the scoreboard. It's taken quickly. It's out towards the right hand side and wide. It's their second wide of the game, and that one from advanced mark. Still they lead by 2-2 to 2 points. Patrick Egan and Jack McCabe with the key goals so far for Corofin, who were in relative control, you feel, with 30 minutes gone. Yeah, they're certainly bringing so much energy into the game, and this is probably the danger for Milltown. If Corofin get a stranglehold on you in the first 15 minutes and bring this injury, there could be trouble for Milltown. They're on the attack again. Dylan McHugh coming flying forward, tried to go towards Gary Sice, just slipped on the surface. We've seen a number of players that do that. I think we'll see a number more before the action is over here. Heavy surface. It's in pretty much perfect condition so far, but underfoot is heavy with all the recent rainfall. Milltown now, they probably need to score badly here. They're on the attack, but that's a stray ball, but Godwin does well to gobble it up and gets it back quickly. He's fouled, gets the advantage. Colin Brennan will try and reset Milltown quickly. It'll be just being forced backwards by Christopher Ryan. Carl Blake now gives it towards John Martin. Martin now punches towards Jack Curran. Curran now trying to go down the right wing, finds Kieran Blake. Oh, what could have been if he'd held on to that ball a couple of moments ago. Jack Curran now coming like a train down the right hand side towards McCoulters, but it's all the way in the corner. They recycle it to where a couple of players are. The Blake brothers now. It's a Sean in towards Mike Martin, who's just dropped a little deeper at the moment. Gives it in field towards Carl Blake. It's been aggressively fouled there, but he holds on to the ball, takes a lot of steps and gets the hand pass away just in time. John Martin is everywhere at the moment. Gives it towards Mark Hare. I think it's his first touch of the ball as Johnny Hines now takes it on the shoulder. Backs towards Hare again, but it's over on the left-hand side. Milltown have to recycle. Corofin are happy enough to allow Milltown to reset. They've put everyone inside their own 65. Conor Nolan's his turn to come out to centre back as Keith Mannion now solos forward with the football, tries to put a bit of pace on it, gives it towards Martin quickly, it goes towards Godwin, and now Mannion gets it again on the run. Heavy challenge by Martin. Mannion goes, he strikes it with the left. It's
Great
another
score.
wonderful individual score, but it's so well and hardly and earned so much. They have to earn so much, they have to work so hard for the scores. 3 points now for Milltown, 2-2 for Corofin. But that's probably the difference between the sides. Milltown seem to have to work a hell of a lot more for their scores.
Yeah, but when they get into the scoring opportunities, they do put them over the bar. Liam Costello was the second point, Manu was the far one. So they are working extremely hard, but their execution around the goal as well is good so far. So hopefully they can keep it up.
15 minutes gone here in the first half. It's flown by. Corofin lead by 5, 2-2 to 3 points. Corofin on the attack again. It's real cat and mouse stuff here because both defences, when they don't have the ball, just swarm absolutely everyone back. Interesting looking on there from the Milltown bench is Justin Burke, of course, would have donned the Corofin shirt so many years now, trying to plot the downfall. Certainly looks focused there as he's encouraging some movement from the Milltown defence as Tony Gill now switches over towards the right hand side there, where Ross Mahon picks it up quickly and Dylan McHugh quickly through the hands. Sice is going for one all the country by the sideline. Has he got it? He hasn't. Out for the third wide of the game. And now the blood sub is reversed here. The goal scorer, Jack McCabe, is patched up and he comes into proceedings, but you can't just underestimate just how brave he was to get his paw on that ball as it came in over the top. He knew he was going to get clattered. He did get clattered. Most important, though, he got the second goal for his side.
Absolutely. Probably a big call from the goalkeeper as well, so he's extremely brave to get it. And still, a skill there to knock it into the net when you don't know who's there either, so extremely brave, McCabe. Good to see him back on the pitch as well.
Coron gives it towards Costello. How has he got through there? He's got foul as well. So congested, that middle third again.
The tackling from Corofin around there is amazing. They're just putting everything there. They're trying to stop them so high up the pitch to get the turnover.
Costello to Mannion, got that fine score a couple of moments ago. Just eyeing up the defence. Puts the ball down the line towards McCalters, cuts in field. There is Sean Blake. Black to Call. Call then off towards Godwin and encouraged to switch over on the left hand side. And Godwin solos across the goal mouth. Jack Coron now picks it up, solos it. He's edging his way forward. On the loop then is Kieran Blake. It's so congested, there's just movement everywhere. It's like shuttling around trying to find some room. Kieran Blake goes back towards his goalkeeper. Well, technically he's a goalkeeper, but he's out as an attacker now because Conor Nolan's going for a trot out the left wing. He breaks the halfway line and he's still going. Punches the ball down the line towards Mark Hare. Back it goes towards Colin Brennan now outside the 65. Solos in field. Has a bit of contact and just holds on possession now. He's been tempted to go forward. Heavy challenge comes in. Now he's to go central. He gives it off quickly towards Carl Blake, quickly towards John Martin. This is just inside the Corofin half. Milltown keeping possession and that middle third absolutely jam-packed. Sean Blake tried to drive through but hit traffic and has to come back. It's a hand-pass that Milltown just about get away with it, but hold on to it now. Colin Brennan now boots it over this side to McQualters, who look lively so far. Mike Martin is down the corner. That's where the ball is going, but he's going to have to earn for this one. He gets a push in the back. Just a little bit of maybe a soft one, maybe generated that bit of contact there as well, but a free for Milltown. All the way over on the right wing, pretty much in front of the stand, maybe about 40 yards out. But I certainly had to earn that one.
Yeah, the effort that Milltown are putting in just to get the ball in a scoring position, is fantastic from them. But they just have to work that bit harder, I think, than Corofin at the moment to get in scoring positions, as you said, Jonathan.
It's a difficult one here, but Martin looks like he's going to go straight for goal.
He'll fancy himself anyway.
It suits the left footer. We're right behind it. He's dragged it though. Will it stay in? No, that's Milltown's first wide now of the game. Didn't shoot any wides against Clare Galway, but already with 18 and a half minutes gone here, that's absolutely flowing by. Mm-hmm. It's been a brilliant game so far, but Corofin in control, leading by 2-2 to 3 points. That is a 5-point advantage. Bernard Power goes short, has options there with Ciarán Malloy. Haven't seen a lot of him so far, but Corofin in control. And off they go in this danger running game again. Ball over the top, and Godwin is able to recycle that one. Good work initially from Ciarán Blake, and now Paul Blake gets the ball down the line. Tony Gill though comes across brilliantly and intercepted. And Corofin gobble up that attack, and Conor Cunningham now is starting to come forward in frustration there because Milltown were perked and ready to go on that attack. Now they have to go down towards their own goal, and Dara Silk is coming forward with the football, plays the ball down to the line towards McCabe, who's patched up and looks dangerous again. Beautiful little chummy solo, and Wall now will recycle over towards the left hand side. But they're still on going. Pressure comes on Dara Silk there by Milltown, but they come up, and now Corofin just do a full reset back towards Conor Cunningham, the centre back. Quickly it goes towards Ross Mann and turn out towards Liam Silk. Got 3 points in that victory over Tuam. Just punts a beautiful ball into the corner where McCabe is looking dangerous, trying to get back on the right. Will go back and turn now towards Malloy. Will he give the dummy solo? He will. He's cutting through on goal. Will he take the shot on goal? He drives it against his fullback, Colin Silk, and is out for a wide ball. And Colin Silk might be singing balls. The umpires had to be encouraged there, I think, from the Milltown bench. They missed that one blatant. It comes square off the head of Colin Silk. He might be seeing stars because Malloy absolutely drove that at him.
Yeah, Silky just got in the way there, as all good fullbacks should do around the around
just
the 21.
The wrong goal this
They
time
just around the wrong 21, unfortunately for him.
So it's still Corofin who lead by 2-2 to 3 points. Conor Nolan now. He's gone long with everything so far and goes long again. So now the spinning ball up towards Carl Blake. Bodies go for it. Milltown get the breaking ball and are fouled again. It's Old Mannion who's so brave there to win that one. Jack Caron now picks things up now from Milltown on the halfway line, gives it towards Sean Blake, back towards Carl, the two midfielders, two Blake brothers, seen a lot of ball. Jack Caron now, back towards Sean, back towards Carl Blake now. Carl Blake, quick hands, this is a nice move from Milltown. Godwin now, here he goes, he goes back towards Colin Brennan, takes a shot at goal. Oh, it's a stunning goal, a stunning effort, over the bar it goes. A beautiful, quick hands move from Milltown. And suddenly they got things going there, came from their own kick out. We've seen Corofin be so dangerous on their own kick out, but 4 points now for Milltown to Corofin's 2-2. 4 point advantage, but that'll give Milltown encouragement.
Absolutely, and I was noticed there for the last 10 minutes that young Patrick Egan was picking up Carl Blake absolutely everywhere he went, but O'Manion got free and Patrick Egan picked him up there and it just gave Blake probably a bit of space to go through, and he was instrumental in setting up that score.
Yeah, stunning strike. What a Corofin up their locker straight away. They've usually reacted pretty well with every score to date. Gavin Burke now switches it over towards the corner, where Dylan Wall now picks up again. He's still finding room despite a number of shots coming through, and bulldozing these through, and the decision is a free in there as Dara Silk is just downed by a combination of Milltown players just on the 14-yard line over the right. You'd imagine Silk, in fact he is there indeed. The full forward trots over to that side. I said Corofin react with every score, and it looks like they're going to do the same again here.
Yeah, you know, they can work the ball from one end of the pitch to the other with such ease. Size will probably put this over the bar. But you know, Milltown have done well. They've got nearly enough scare. I know there's 20 minutes into the game, but you know they are coming back into it. They're feeling they were into it, and there is a bit of a breeze that they're playing against as well. That'll probably pick up for them the second half. But bar the 2 goals, that's probably the major difference we're seeing so far, John.
2 goals though, they're a big
huge
impact on the scoreboard. They certainly are, and Sice makes no mistake with that. And puts it over the bar, and Corofin keep their little bit of advantage there. And this time, for the first time, Conor Nolan goes short. Corofin leading by 2-3 to 4 points. Kieran Blake is pulled and dragged by Gary Sice. And on he goes. Johnny Hines is going to get clattered, wins the ball there as well, and falls on his head and somersaults up over in the air. Colin Brennan takes it quickly down the line and goes towards McCoulters. Brennan is there again for an option and gets the ball back. He'll have to recycle though. He's on the right wing. Goes back towards Jack Caron, runs in field, still going, finds space, back towards Sean Blake. And as you said, Egan is on his shadow straight away. The ball is backwards now as Milltown look to recycle here with John Martin. He has Kieran Blake in front of him and gets back towards Keith Mannion and falls on his knees and just about keeps possession of the football. Corofin though, thankfully, from a Milltown perspective, but everyone back away. And this allows Johnny Hines now almost to walk forward on a Sunday stroll with the football. Kieran Blake now picks it up now. Punches the ball down the line as Godwin. Off the shoulder quickly is Martin. Hits contact. Still going. Takes a lot of steps, the truth be told, but gets away with it and scoops it over towards Keith Mannion now. Breaks the 45. Running down the left-hand side. Will he take a shot on goal? He will. It's high. Where's it going to go? It's a wonderful score from Keith Mannion.
What a score.
Over the bar it goes. A stunning score. And Milltown, they just will not lie down.
No, what a score there, Mannion. He came up. The field, lovely shot with his left foot. I'd love to get seen it behind it, but they go along here now.
Bernard Power looking for an instant response, but Carl Blake had read that one, and he just took clever player.
Yeah.
Took a step the wrong side.
Experience.
Yeah.
So much experience.
Colin Brennan now as Milltown try and get a bit of second wind here. McCoulter now is open country in front of him, running on the right hand side. Has options behind it. Where it goes where Costello picks it up now. He has Brennan on his shoulder, gives it towards Brennan, who's running down the sideline. He'll have to put the handbrake on and goes backwards towards Costello again. Goes in field. Whereas Mannion now is still ducking and diving around Corofin defenders. Cuts back. Will he get a shot away? He will. Will it go over? It looks like it's going over towards the left hand side wide. It's a bad wide at that. Would have been a huge score. It still remains Milltown 5 points on the scoreboard, but Corofin, those 2 goals, 2-3 their advantage. They lead by 4, but those goals, how many times will we say that? 2 early goals at that have a big impact on the game.
Oh, huge, huge. And if Milltown got that score, it would have been amazing. I was just wondering what Corofin were going to do from a kick-out point of view, or here now, but Milltown have just tracked back. So Malloy's going to work up the pitch.
Yeah, well, I saw Jim Blake there. He's one of the Milltown subs, but he may as well be a coach or may as well be out there roaring at everyone to get back and just sit deep. It's a real game of chess out here. The first half that absolutely flown by, 24 and a half minutes, and where on earth have they gone? Now, Corofin on the attack again, quick hands, and this is dangerous. Dylan McHugh is coming through. Has he got it? He certainly has. Over the bar it goes. A beautiful flowing move. Just Milltown set back, but they still absolutely cut them apart there.
Yeah, and they have that potential to do that. Unfortunately for Milltown, it just happened after they got that miss. But, Milltown are coming back into, they're feeling the way into the game. I think they'll be reasonably enough the way things are gone. 5 points to 2-4. Obviously, the double scores at the moment, but I think they're just coming into the game nicely now.
Conor Nolan now, going for another run. He's gone for a few of those so far. Still going. Just about gets that away.
He's up the pitch now.
Picked up. Keith Mannion under pressure. Nolan is still there. Over on the left-hand side. John Martin now picks up the football. Corofin really pushed up and trying to swarm over on that side. Bit of room there. Mannion has found a bit of room there. So with Godwin, they've gone over towards the left-hand side now. McCalters is free in front of us here and gets the football, and Milltown just get out of that one, but they've not really gained any ground. It's pretty much from left to right. Ball over the top now. Is encouraging Godwin to get forward. He's surely fouled in the back there. He is. Thou shall not pass. It's as cynical as they get. Milltown looking for a quick one. McCalter now, will he chip it down the line? He will, but Martin has to be careful. There's a full dive come in over there from Carl Silk, but Martin picks up the ball again, looking to drive down the sideline. Needs options in field. McCalter is there. McCalter gets it again, but he's still over on the right hand side. A big scooped hand pass inside towards Carl Blake, looking for a runner off his shoulder. Scoops it inside towards Mannion. Back it goes towards Mark Hare, but he can't keep possession of the football, and Patrick Egan is able to recycle there, and Corofin have a mini sigh of relief.
Yeah, just when they get turned over, Milltown just immediately turn back to get everyone behind the ball. I'm just wondering, should they maybe pressure Corofin up here and try to win it back? The early ball into Martin seems to be working for them because they're creating scoring chances, but it's harder when you're just retreat back inside the 65.
There's no pressure at all. Look at Kieran Malloy now. He's able to get the ball bounce in front of him a couple of times.
Yeah.
Strolls forward with the football here. He'll get a bit of contact now as well, but he's just trying to almost tease out the Milltown defence out, who've left just Mike Martin up front. He's surrounded by 2, and everyone else is inside their own 45. As Egan, the opening goal scorer, flicks the ball backwards. Corofin are just walking this forward now. Dylan Wall now picks it up. See Kieran Malloy sent to slow things down. I'm not quite sure how slower things can get there in terms of this move. But Malloy now strolling forward. Gives off the run from Words of Q. Got that fine score a couple of moments ago and finds daylight. Punch balls up towards Sice. McHugh is clattered off the ball though. And it will be a free just outside the D. It'll be a tap over free. Interesting enough, although it is central, it is the first time they've had a free on the right hand side. This has probably been the mini, and you're clutching at straws for weakness with Corofin missing so many players. Yellow card is out here as well by Christopher Ryan, looking to see who he's going to punish. Don't see it flash to any player in particular, but it will be McCabe now. Looks like he's going to take the strike at goal to try to extend his side's lead as we come up towards the first half break. A big hop and a skip. He strikes it, doesn't get a good connection though. Oh, it's into the net! It's into the net! It's Corofin's third goal of the game, and it's as bizarre as they come. A complete miss-hit from the free has just gone in over the top into the net. It's staggering scenes here in Tuam. A scuffed effort, and that's Corofin's third goal in the end. And nobody has even a clue what has hardly happened here. The ball just went in over the lot of them, and into the net it goes. Wow.
Yeah, that's a sickener for Milltown, a sickener for Conor Nolan as well. It seemed himself and John Martin, I don't know what the call was. Martin kind of stepped away, waiting for Conor Nolan to come for it, but completely scuffed shot. You talked about Corofin, maybe, the right hand side of the free taker, but oh God.
Long ball in towards Martin now, trying to get a quick response. He's down the floor, easily gobbled up with the Corofin defence, who are in total control here at the moment. 3-4 now. They lead Milltown to 5 points. It's an 8-point advantage. We're coming up towards half time, but you can probably tell by the little whispers in the background, people are still shocked with that last goal.
I don't think nobody knew what to say after it went in. It was just a silence. I think Milltown were hoping for a square ball with no Corofin man in there, but it wasn't given anyway. It was 3 points to Corofin.
2 minutes of additional time to come here at the end of what has been a comprehensive opening display from Corofin. Milltown have asked a couple of questions, but Corofin now, those 3 goals, a huge, huge impact on the game. Milltown looking with Sean Blake as he buries his way through, is fouled, that's in the D. Will try and get a couple of scores before half time. You know, a 5 point, 4 5 point lead would have been sort of manageable, but 8 now is a huge bit of daylight against the experience and the class of Corofin.
Yeah, it's the gap is probably too big at the moment to see a realistic Milltown come back in the second half. You know, with a couple of minutes to go here, definitely the last goal is it's going to be
a real sucker punch.
It's a real sickener for them. Yeah.
And here comes Mark Hare now trying to get his first score of the game. Strikes it high, strikes it up over the bar. And Milltown now with 6 points on the board. 3-4 though from Corofin. And I suppose the question mark for the bigger picture, because it looks like for all the world now it'll be Corofin versus Montcullen in the final, is we still don't know the answer to that question about the right-sided freeze. That one was a miss hit.
Yeah, complete miss hit by McKay. But you know, Gary Sice probably could have taken and put it over the bar. But Corofin need to get these young free takers coming up and practices in games like this as well. So they're better off to leave McCabe on it for the rest of the game.
Here come Corofin again. Conor Cunningham now striding forward with the football, gives it towards Carl Silk. Silk now goes through towards Egan. Seems a long time ago since he got the opening goal of the game. Probably the best of the lot. A stunning effort from the right-hand side after he'd won the ball initially and then followed his way through. The second one was a bravery, long ball in over the top from McCabe. Got his punch on the ball, got clattered in the process. And then the last one is just a freak really there. But another shot comes in. And this is a better effort. And over the bar it goes. I think it's McCabe again. It is, who was added daylight between the sides at the moment. A much better strike there from the corner forward, who extends out his side's lead. 3-5 now to 6 points.
3-5 in one half of football is a huge score. 14 points. It's too far to claw back, I think, at this stage.
Nolan goes long up into the sky. Milltown probably need to score too. Good catch by Colin Brennan. Takes the midfield mark. Carl Blake now is gone in full forward. That's where the ball goes, but he's going to get ploughed there. Soft enough free. He's been given in his favour there as well. And that might be brought forward a bit more. A bit of mess in after the football, but not a lot of contact in that one. And the ball will be in the hands, you'd imagine, of Mark Hare. Christopher Ryan puts it back a yard or two. Mark Hare puts it back to where it was initially. Bit of cat and mouse there between player and a referee. But here now, trying to get his second score. Got a free a couple of moments ago. This one a little bit further out. Pretty much will be the last action of the first half. You would imagine the 2 minutes of addition time are pretty much up here. So let's imagine once Hare puts his right boot through this football, that will be it. Hare strikes it up. Strikes it over the bar. Milltown 7 points now on the board, but 3-5 most importantly for Corofin. 7 point advantage, and Christopher Ryan grabs the football, and that is the end of the first half, where Corofin have really set down a marker here on the goals. They say goals win games. They've got 3 of them, and they've got a bit of every type of goal possible.
Yeah.
I repeat, the best of the lot for me was the Patrick Egan effort, where he come on through, won the ball initially, drove forward, a stunning finish from the right hand side, a rocket into the bottom corner through pretty much a clatter of people. The second one, a beautiful old school high ball in over the top. McCabe gets his fist on the ball, get it absolutely clattered in the process. But the goal pretty much was, or the corner forward was rewarded for his bravery. And then maybe as bizarre of a goal as we've ever seen in Tuam Stadium here, a mishead free for McCabe, and nearly fooled a lot of us over the lot of goals over the Milltown keeper and defence, and in nestles his way into the net. Even the umpires were a little bit delayed in reaching for the flags. They were all a bit like us all, but they have 3 goals, have a huge impact, and it'd be staggering to see anything bar the dream final now.
No, you know, in fairness to Milltown, they have got 7 points. They have to work extremely hard for their scores, but when they get up there, they're probably doing okay. But it's the 3 here in the scoreboard that we're looking at. That's probably going to have Corofin, if not all, but 2 feet in the county final in 2 weeks' time against Mike Cullen.
Yeah, well, it's certainly looking that way. Milltown have gone in the break. Both sides have gone in the break. But where we'll leave you with at the halftime score is Corofin 3-5, Milltown 7 points. We'll leave you with some halftime highlights, and we'll be back shortly for the second half.
Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Salthill, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
This facility is incredible, and the work they are doing to improve farmers' environments and the environments for cows so that cows are more productive and happier and comfier is incredible. It really, really is. So every single batch of rubber that comes in to be made into mattresses is tested for stretchiness. Literally every single time, but this isn't the interesting stuff.
Forgetting the product for a second, they'll even design your very own cowshed, the cubicle layouts, the mats that you need, and every component needed for that situation and application.
EasyFix have their own custom mat shop, so no matter what type of rubber floors you have, EasyFix can either make it, modify it, create it, design it, or whatever, so that they've got something to fit your cubicle shed, your slat shed, whatever.
Tomorrow. No one's seen it, and yet everyone imagines it. We hope for smiles, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones too. We hope that the light at the end of the tunnel isn't just a light. It's the sun shining on our days to come. We hope that even if we get older, we can fulfill the dreams we once had as kids. We hope because hope is a wonderful thing. It can't be conquered. It can't be defeated. And on the off chance that it weakens, with nourishment, it returns again, stronger than ever. At Allison, we believe that your hopes should not just remain hopes. They should become your reality, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, or what you do. That's why we spread empowerment to people across the world through over 4,000 online courses and career development tools, all for free, so that everyone can empower themselves, learn about their opportunities, connect with tomorrow, and grow from where they are today. After all, tomorrow is a great place to be. It's a place filled with possibilities. It's a place where you can be everything you want to be. With Allison, empower yourself.
Trinzo is a consultancy company that provides quality regulatory training and supply chain support into the medical device and pharmaceutical industry.
On a day-to-day basis, we would engage with companies around the world to tackle a wide range of industry challenges.
Clients will come to us with a wide variety of challenges. Those could be quality and regulatory compliance issues. They could be also really intense business challenges that they're trying to solve. And in that case, we'd put a team on the ground to make sure that they're really well supported and that they're being left in a better place when Trinzo steps off the project with them.
One of Trinzo's strengths lies in our ability to excel in demanding and complex areas. This is a challenge made possible by our extensive and diverse expertise in the industry.
I believe the future is very bright for Trinzo. We are growing at 30% per year, year on year. Trinzo is very deliberate in our culture. We are very collaborative, team focused, really look after employees. So we believe that happy employees lead to happy clients.
Caulfield Industrial, one of Ireland's largest distributors of industrial tools and safety supplies. With retail stores in Galway and Athlone, our nationwide distribution service offers next-day delivery on over 50,000 stock items. From our website, caulfieldindustrial.com. The #1 supplier of quality tools, safety gear and equipment from top brands like DeWalt, Snickers, Bosch, Stanley, Baco and many more. For professional tools and equipment, think Caulfield Industrial.
Welcome back to Tuam Stadium here. Milltown are back out on the pitch, but it will take a hell of a team talk from Gerald Jennings and his management set up there as well. They trail Corofin by 3-5 to 7 points. The goal's a killer, particularly the manner of the last goal in particular will be one that will be debated, no doubt. Milltown goalkeeper Conor Nolan will not be happy with a couple of things. I think question marks and people suggestion that a defender might have called for the ball then as well. I suppose any sort of distraction, the sun is there, but either way Corofin have done the damage on the scoreboard, and for large periods Milltown were probably happy enough the way things are going, but you just can't concede 3 goals in a half of football not against a side as good as Corofin.
No, absolutely. You know, they were punching holes in the Corofin defence there from time to time, and you know they did have to work extremely hard for their scores. But you know, especially the last goal is you know, Conor Nolan is probably definitely going to take that one home with him. But you know, 3-5 to 7 points. They're going to need a huge performance in the second half to claw this back. But you know, I think, regardless of what's happened, you know, 7 points in the first half is relatively good from Milltown against a team like Corofin. I think most teams would be happy to get that. It's just the gap that's there at the moment is going to be difficult for them to make up.
It certainly is. Like, they had a fine performance. It's kind of an up and down sort of campaign, you'd probably say, for Milltown. Started off with the two easiest games of the group. Both sides in that are in the relegation battle. 2 victories. Probably robbed one off Down the way that game went. Disappointed with the way the James's game went, and then came back with a bang against last day out against Clare Galway. But it's going to need that and more, and the miracle of Down mixed up if they're to overclaw this 7-point deficit here as Corofin make their way out.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if they can claw this one back, I think we'll all book into Milltown's for the week. It'll be one hell of a week, but they've got a big gap to concede to get back here. And you know, with Corofin lads now, maybe they might be playing for places in the county final. You know, hopefully we'll see a bit more competitive second half.
2 changes into the Milltown side at the interval. Into proceedings come Damien Brennan, and in also comes Niall Costello, John Martin and Johnny Hines are the players to make way. And Dylan Ball is on the attack straight away from the throw, and he's half stopped, scoops the ball off the shoulder towards Gill, but it's gone over towards the right hand side. Milltown's scamper to get back, but all the way, just overturned. It's a ball over the top. This could be dangerous. Wall now is coming through, spins around, take the shot at goal and spins it over the bar. 25 seconds into the second half, and Corofin extend their lead, and that's not the start that Milltown desired.
No, great kick from Gary Size. He was on the turn. He's seen into the wall in there. Great ball in, probably hanging the air a bit, but you know, Wall's strength was able to take the hit, turn round and kick the ball over the bar.
3-6 now for Corofin, 7 points for Milltown as Conor Nolan restarts again. Early doors in the second half. Battle down the middle, and Corofin win it. They on the attack again on the left hand side. Corofin look like they mean business. Nice ball down the line towards Size over in the left corner forward position. Punches the ball across goal. It finds its way towards Dara Silk, who has to spin around and is looking for options now, but goes backwards with the football. Just running in and just boots it backwards. Where Jack McCabe will recycle, and Corofin now come in again. Patrick Egan then boots it and turn across this side, where Ross Mann will pick it up. Certainly the 3 players that have progressed from that under-19 side are been very effective, not only today but for Corofin over the course of the campaign. As right in cue, Egan would switches it over towards Ciara Malloy, then doesn't even look and just punch passes over towards the left hand side, forcing Milltown from left to right and almost teasing Milltown at the moment. Another beautiful ball in through the line. Brian Cogger now will pick things up, punches it down the line. Another give and go. This is open up, dangerous opportunity comes in, it scampers across, it's saved on the line there. Jack Caron just stopped it. That would have been absolutely disaster. Now Jack Caron tries to drive his side forward, pops it off the shoulder towards Mark Hare, steps in field with the football. He's still going to the football, gives it back towards Damien Brennan. Back it comes. Corofin though have just picked up the football again and overturned. Now long ball in. The space for Size. Size is dangerous. He cuts back on the left foot. He goes around the corner. Size through in goal. Drops the ball and then drives it on the fly kick. Too many steps taken. This second half, it looks like it's been equally as dramatic.
Just a turnover there. Milltown just can't do it. Corofin just went straight at the attack there. Size took a couple more steps, but
Mark Hare gets the football again. McCall now. His turn to drive it in. Carl Blake looks like he's perched in full forward all the time. Gets the ball now and he's Keith Mannion on the shoulder coming like a train. Mannion now recycles. Gives it back towards Blake again. Little Shamey looks like he's trying to go around, hold possession, solos the ball, looking for options, half thinking about putting it across the goal, and that he does. Chips the ball across, but there's Carl Silk. It's a free in. Blake clattered away. He was lucky because...
was it off the ground, was it?
Is he giving it for that one? It looks like actually... Well, maybe is it a foul for... Perhaps it's a late foul on Carl Blake, so a freak where the ball lands. Either way, it's pretty much from the same spot here, and Mike Martin makes no mistake. It's Milltown's first score of the second half. Milltown now really need to push up here and try and put a bit of question marks, you would feel, as they trail Corofin by 3 6 to 8 points, and Bernard Power Every player in front of him is tagged by a Milltown shirt, but there's movement out here, and look at this, and that's where it's going. Oh, it's a wonderful kick out. And the movement as well from Cogger. He was in the centre of the crowd, and he just sprinted past 2 or 3 players. Something from Belclair there.
Oh yeah, you know, and his power still had to, the move was fantastic. Bernie still had to kick it, and he fantastic one. But that's the danger they have. They're so dangerous on their own kick out.
They're coming again. Egan's clatters. There's 2 more players flattened on the floor. Pressure comes on, and eventually the free is being given towards Corofin. But bodies are hurt on either side here. Looks like, is that Gary Silk that's got clattered there?
Size, 14. Gary Size is down. Not sure what happened there.
It's just a bit of a late contact off the ball. It came off the corner of her eye there on the left-hand side. Then a bit of heavy contact on the Corofin attacker here. And Sice looks a little bit hurt, as does Milltown player. It might be Kieran Blake, is it? Down there as well. Both physios from both sides are on, and both players will feel that one in the morning. Ice packs are out on either side. Corofin still in control here.
I think it was just a coming together of bodies there. But
yeah, just a good old-fashioned clattering. Sice is the first to make way up on his feet. He doesn't look like he's interested in taking this one. Usually he would fancy, or is he just to say that? He realises there's a free to be taken, and I might grab this one. Grabs the ball off Dara Silk. And the Milltown player is up a little bit more slower onto his feet. Gary Sice looks like he's taken a couple of yards. Christopher Ryan tells him, get back out of that. Every experienced player, every inch matters. That's McWalters actually from Milltown, and Sice has definitely got a yard or 2 on this one. Still being told to go forward, but ignores both officials. Now he's come back again. Still a good bit of debating. He's still a good bit forward from the original offence being taken. But either way, you'd imagine he'll convert this one. That one's close, and he's hooked it. And after all that, it goes from the right-hand side and wide. If it was a closer game, there might have been a hell of a lot more after that. But on we go again. Conor Nolan scampering to try and get Milltown. Restarted here. The ball falls off the tee, so he'll have to go take 2 on this one. Nolan now is going long. Drives it high up and towards the air. Damien Brennan able to catch it. The second ball falls on the floor as a touch on the ground. It's a scramble, it's a ruck. It's poked forward, and Corofin win it again. They're winning a lot of those battles out in the middle third there. Darcyl comes back, picks it up, and on they come again. As players are struggling to keep their footing on the slippery surface out here at times, but ball is played back now with Gavin Burke. Burke now trying the centre of the Milltown defence. Switches over on the right hand side towards McHugh. Certainly loves to get forward, and he will eye up any sort of opening that will come in front of him there. Ball in the corner with Dylan Wall, just brushes off a couple of players and still going. It's opening up. I thought he might have taken a couple of steps, but in the end, a judge adjudicated that a free for too heavy Milltown contact will be get. But either way, it should be back towards the sideline. Even that position seems a little generous, but that's where it's been placed by Christopher Ryan. Gary Sykes now will be looking to take this one. This one's a good bit closer to the goal. The angle a little bit more difficult, perhaps. But Sice should fancy himself here. And it makes no mistake, over the centre of the bar there, drives it high up to the sky. Corofin keep the scoreboard going. 3-7 now for Corofin, 8 points for Milltown. So we've hit the 37th minute of action here in Tuam Stadium. It's an 8-point advantage for Corofin. Conor Nolan potentially looked like he's going short. A bit of movement in front of him initially, but now I think that it's been snuffed out by the Corofin defence. So drives it high, long. Up it goes. Corofin are able to win it yet again out of the middle. Just to say that, they drop it. And it's picked up over there by Colin Brennan. He's been forced backwards. Holds on to the football though, and now solos forward. Switches the point of the attack. Now back towards Damien Brennan, but so tight to the sideline. It's a free being coming in there. A little bit of a trip there from Gary Sice on Damien Brennan. But it's certainly the spot you want to make any sort of a free there. I think this will be an interesting one because the yellow card's been shown, but if it's a trip, but either way, yellow card is the one being shown. Brennan now looks to reset. Looks like he might go long in towards Carl Blake, and that's where it goes. It's going to break in front of him though. Mike Martin will scamper, picks up the breaking ball. No, he doesn't, because Corofin managed to get a body in there. Now Dylan McHugh has the football. That attack comes to nothing, and Egan now picks things up. Quick hands and size now has room down the right hand side. Boots it down the line quickly towards Corker. Corker now with Jack Caron on his shoulder. He's over on the left hand side. His options in field. Gives it back in towards Egan. He's held up, but he keeps on going. Egan shoots with the score. Egan puts it high. Egan puts it over the bar. A wonderful Corofin score there as they make a change. Micheál Lundy, he comes into proceedings there as well. He was in as a blood sub in the first half. He comes on. He replaces Dara Silk, and the abundance of power is at evidence here for Corofin.
Absolutely, young Patrick Egan there, what a game he's having. He's on Cathal Blake, such an experienced player. He's got a brilliant goal in the first half, fantastic point in the second half to get 1-1. And then when he does that, they bring me on Micheál Lundy. So not a great day to be a Milltown back.
3-8 now for Corofin, 8 points for Milltown. Conor Nolan is looking again at options, drives it high, up in the air. Bodies climb up, it breaks, and Damien Brennan gobbles the loose ball, gives it towards Hare, who has Costello in front of him. Costello gets it. Now he's going to run down the heart of the goal, takes a lot of steps. Is surely fouled in the end here now. It's a free, it'll just be outside the 21. Imagine it'll be a tap over free for Mark Hare. Bartley need a free, but they're going to need one of those opportunities to open up, and they're definitely going to need a couple of goals to get anywhere close to Corofin here.
Yeah, absolutely. Very tactical foul there by Kieran Malloy as well. You could see he was going through on goal. Malloy just got really low, pushed him over to concede the point and not have that goal opportunity appear for them.
Here taps it over the bar. 9 points now for Milltown. 3-8 for Corofin. But as you said, I certainly saw a lot of that in the Mount Bellew game last night in the Pearse Stadium. Both teams know when to foul, let's put it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. It's part and parcel of the game now, and you're not going to win if you don't do it.
It certainly is. Power now goes long, but it's been picked up here just in front of the sideline by Kieran Blake, or he lets it dribble over the sideline. Takes it quickly in towards Mark Hare. Got that free a couple of seconds ago, but it's deeper at the moment. Quick through the hands, and Kieran Blake gets it back from Keith Mannion. Gives it towards Niall Costello, and then quickly towards Liam. Liam tries to give it back, but Kieran Malloy is there. Might have touched it on the surface. Either way, it'll be Winsley's free out as he tries to pretty much bury his way through there. Malloy getting himself about in the last couple of moments. Corofin take it quickly. And this could be dangerous because they have such powerful runners from deep here. Ball comes along. Where McCabe now strides forward with the football as a spoil for choice, really. Gives it towards Carl Silk. Silk now on the left hand side chips the ball in field towards Cogger, but it's intercepted there by Mike Martin. Look how deep he is. Long ball in towards Carl Blake, but he's nobody in front of him. He's on the 50-yard line. He tries to eye the needle pass over towards Costello. Too much juice on it though, and Gavin Burke is able to come back and recycle that. You'd imagine that Milltown, they have left Carl Blake inside, but Martin has dropped a little bit deeper. You'd imagine they probably need the two of those inside.
Yeah, no, in fairness to Martin, he got his head up there straight away, delivered him for Blake. It was a risky pass across, but if they got it, Costello would have been, probably one-on-one with 30 yards out, so they probably needed to do it. They took the risk, but fortunately for them, it didn't pay off.
Corofin now with Tony Gale on the football here. Such an abundance of movement. McCabe now on the loop. Will he take the shot? No, he's happy just to kick it over towards the left-hand side. He'll get it back again. Will he take it this time? No, dummy solo, back on the left. Switches the point of the attack again as Corofin now with Lundy. Switch the ball backwards. Malloy now picks it up, head up. There is options. Look where Dylan Wall is. He's all in the way in the corner forward position on his own. If someone sees him, and the shot is taken from Kieran Malloy.
Wild shot.
It's wild. You do not recognise that.
No.
Corofin, I'd imagine as happy as Corofin are with their performance, he'll be reminded with that one.
Yeah, it was a fair bit out. No, he's a very good accuracy on him, but that just didn't come off the boot correctly for him.
6th wide of the game, Kevin tells me here. This clock shows 42 minutes gone in the game here. Corofin, though, do lead by 3-8 to 9 points. And they've won the ball back again. Egan into the corner towards McCabe. McCabe now looking to take on Godwin. Held up initially, falls on the floor, scoops the ball backwards towards Cogger. Cogger now, will he take a shot? No, he wasn't. He recycles towards Silk. Back it goes again towards Tony Gale off the left. Has this enough juice? Off the upright it goes. It's going to break nicely. Lundy just punches it over the bar. Experienced, cool head. Had another goal if you wanted. Happy enough to tap it over the bar. But it could have been absolutely curtains there. Yeah, and it's on his, he was the right side for a left footer as well to kick it. But great experience from Micheál Lundy. He positioned himself there that if the ball did break, he was underneath it. He was able to get the score, but fist ball over the bar. But again, they just kind of deflate Milltown every time they just get an attack up the other end of the pitch. Corofin can break them down. Corofin seem to be creating opportunities a bit more easier. So change on the Milltown side there. 29, Liam Walsh is in. He replaces Mike McWalters. Another scrap for possession out there, but yet again, Liam still comes out with the football. Corofin are winning all those at the moment. McCabe now. So that's such a fine performance, chips the ball in. Over the top. It's good defending there by Jack Curran. Certainly not giving up. Milltown now coming flying forward here now. Colin Brennan now down the right hand side. For once there's a bit of room inside. Carl Blake is still in at full forward, but Brennan keeps going with the football. He's still going. Has options off the shoulder. Comes back and recycle. Costello and taking on the loop. He's trying to go around a swarm of Corofin shirts. Solos on the football. Squares the ball infield. Carl Blake has gone a little bit deeper. Gets the ball. Damien Brennan now takes a shot. Well blocked down though. Where's the ball going to break? Blake picks it up again. He somehow scoops the ball forward. But Corofin yet again win the scramble. Although just to say that, Brennan gets it back. And that's a stray hand pass. Mike Martin has to work a lot for that one. And he's going to shake a shot. It's high. It's going to hang up towards the goal. It's going to the left hand side though. And out for a wide ball in the end. And that attack comes to nothing. And you can just feel that Milltown balloon just getting more and more air out of it with every single attack that comes to no good like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It was probably a small bit off balance. Michal was there and a bit under pressure as well. Kieran Brake was running just across his right hand side, but you know it's tough for Milltown at the moment.
Yeah, still Corofin by 9. Long ball from Power.
Oh, what a kick!
Bomb of a kick from Power. He's just split the whole Milltown defence. This is dangerous.
Oh.
And there is Godwin though, able to save the day. It was almost a walking goal, and it would have been from the absolutely quarterback in the goal. That for Corofin, Bernard Power. A bit of a heavy contact comes in there from Carl Silky, runs away straight away. I'll tell you what, these top teams, they know when to foul.
Yeah, but even the transition from Power's kick to be able to see how, to see the man kick it, and probably the pass from Egan wasn't great, but then as soon as they missed it, they pull him down 65 yards out the pitch where there's no danger whatsoever.
Another high ball in towards the goal, in on top of Blake. Again, it's going to the right side. Blake gets it in the break basket, off the shoulder, and it's into the net. Mark here, I think it is to put it in the net. It is. Route 1 football here. Milltown have got a goal. It's a 6-point ball game on the 45th minute. A long ball in towards Carl Blake. He caught the ball somehow through an absolute crowd, held on to the football, and Mark here took it off his shoulder and drilled it low into the net. Given the Milltown fans a bit of something to shout about, if nothing else.
Absolutely, and just we said that a great kick out, but great anticipation from Mark Hare to get the ball off Blake and put it in. But Corofin might up it here, Bob, but there's a bit more energy about them now.
Every score, or it feels like, particularly in the first half, they counteracted every score with a big one of their own. They're coming forward again, trying to do that. They lead by 6 on the 46th minute here in Tuam Stadium. Milltown retrieved again. They leave 2 up, and then everyone else is around home. That allows Gavin Burke now to come forward. He flicks it backwards towards Dylan McHugh, who's almost standing still. Now he'll run over towards the left hand side, chips it over to an abundance of space on that side, where they're pretty much just trying to tease the Milltown defence at the moment. Running down the wing again, making progress though. It's Ciarán Malloy, then scoops it back. The shot will come in the end from Dylan Wall. He's got clattered off the ball. Has he got the score? No. Out for a wide ball.
No. So bit of action for Milltown, I think, after that.
Still a 6-point game. They'll need a score or two to keep on going, even to make this a little bit of a contest, you would feel. And certainly, Milltown will not lie down here. And Nolan comes to restart again for Milltown. Takes a step back. He's going to drive this one long over in front of us. Here it goes. Up come the bodies. Up they go. It's battle. And it's Milltown to win it. And it's a heavy challenge comes in the end there from Gavin Burke. Just as Niall Costello had done well to win that one. Costello now restarts, gives it towards Sean Blake. Sean Blake gives it back towards Colin Brennan now, just inside his own 65, stops, spins into a couple of traffic. He's got to be careful, scoops the ball out, and it's gobbled up. Godwin is fighting the battle. How on earth has he won that football there through them? Godwin's still going, flicks the ball down the line towards Martin. He's over on the right wing at the moment. Solon forward the football, cuts in field, hits contact, loses the football, and Corofin just swarm it up there. It's Carr come through, and that's a soul destroyer because they've pushed everyone forward now. Corofin now on the counter-attack, a lot of steps from taken, but Lundy gets it. The quickest of hands here, and Corofin are coming like a train. Dylan McHugh is inside if the ball can get him. Gill is held up. Gill is still going. Gill just taps it over the bar. Big score here. Kills that Milltown dominance, but the quickest of hands, Lundy hardly had grabbed it and it was gone again.
Oh, amazing, and it looks so simple, but to be doing that skill at such speed under pressure and to execute it so well. I mean, they're so fast in transition, and another goal chance there for Corofin, but it's over the bar. And these small little, I know that the gap is still big, but Milltown are trying to come back in, but every time they do, Corofin go up the other end of the pitch and get a score.
Well, here's the busy man from today. Mike Farrer even is into proceedings here, replaces Jack McCabe. He was the coach on the Monavea side, and that had that fine victory earlier. They're through to the intermediate final. They will place Kilconnelly, but Farrer, another one of those All-Ireland winning captains, into goal.
Oh, good
catch
take
there from Damien Brennan over the top. Now route one up towards Blake. Blake gets it again into the breadbasket, tries to get away, falls to the surface. Is a free being given? The referee eventually, what's he going to do? I think he's checking for a head injury, is he? He certainly didn't look like he was given a free initially anyways on first viewing. So now he's given a free in, I believe. He has indeed, yeah. He certainly took his time over that one. But Milltown do get the free, but has to come at expense because Carl Blake looks like he's hurt himself. He's become such a danger target man in there. Well, the scoreboard does see Corofin lead by a 3-10 to 1-9. Another change is taking place there. Sam Fearick is in. He replaces Colin Brennan. But Carl Blake is more worryingly from a Milltown perspective. Now, if there's ever one man to run off an injury, it's him, but he's an absolute warrior, as now he's perched in full forward. He's up on his feet again, though. Hare will take the resultant free. Looks like more movement on the bench here also. But this is a free from the left-hand side, just outside the D here for Hare. As the clock shows, just over 10 minutes of action to go. Hare makes no mistake, puts it over the bar, follows up his goal there from a couple of moments ago. 1-10 now for Milltown to Corofin's 3-10, 6-point ball game with 10 minutes to go. Surely not.
Yeah, well, you know, I suppose if you were told you're a Milltown supporter, you'd be Farrer.
Farrer straight away. What a catch. He's only in a matter of seconds. Catches the ball and looking quickly, encouraging people to get forward. Then takes a sensible approach. Back it goes towards Connie Cunningham here. Cunningham now picks things up, but Corofin now have the experience, you feel, to see this one out.
Absolutely, yeah. And, you know, in fairness to Milltown, they scored 110. That's the most any team has scored against Corofins this season. Tuam got 9 points, so they're doing well. But, yeah, they probably do have the experiences. Danger here.
Oh, danger. McHugh's that touch on the floor. It is.
Oh.
It actually had opened up, but Milltown got the element of luck there as well. And they're still hanging in.
They're still hanging in. 110 against Corofin the last 10 minutes. If you're told this before the game, you would have taken it. Just the fact that those couple of goals have gone in now that have probably made the challenge really difficult for them.
Yeah, not only the goals, but the manner, the way the goals were conceded as well too in particular. Jack Caron now coming forward here. Just under 10 minutes to go here. Corofin by 6. Milltown now with possession. Costello now on the halfway line. Gives it on the shoulder to Damien Brennan. Bounces off a couple of challenges. Scoops the ball over the head of the referee. Milltown keep possession. Martin now with a long ball in towards Carl Blake. It's going to ask a lot of how on earth has Carl Blake won it, and he's given a free out. I think the shouts in the crowd will tell you that's harsh at best. It looked like experienced play. He got the wrong side of the defender, and Corofin are fortunate with that one. But on they come with the football, charging forward now. They're so dangerous at this. Gavin Burke though takes a heavy solo. Mark Kerr is on his shoulder. Burke is able to recycle such a tidy, effective cornerback. One of the many runners in the side. Farrer now looks like he's showing his experience here, holding on to the football. Gives it towards Cunningham. Cunningham now has open country in front of him. McHugh's a willing runner, beautiful hand pass backwards. Cunningham hits traffic. And
high tackle.
Yeah, that is high. I think Sean Blake might be shown a yellow card for this one. The notebook is indeed out here from Christopher Ryan. But it is a yellow card being flashed towards the Milltown midfielder. And a free about 50 yards out, maybe a bit closer by the time it is struck here from Gary Sykes, who's grabbed possession of the football. But with 7.5 minutes left here, Corofin in control. Those first half goals, key moments in the game. Looks like it's Patrick Egan who will need a bit of a treatment on a facial injury, it looks like there. This allows some badly needed water bottles to be lashed on there, and both sides are making the most of the opportunity. It's been an energy sapping game here, as we expected. Sice doesn't go direct to goal, quick hands, and then Liam Silk is swung around on the floor. Well, this is dangerous.
That's a deliberate pull down for me.
Yeah, this could be black. And it looks certainly by the reaction straight away. Yeah, pull down, a black card being shown here towards Milltown. And I think it's pretty much looks like Keith Mannion, is it?
10 minutes, he's probably out for the remainder of the game, is he?
Yeah, pretty much will be.
Injury,
will be, yeah. So that, I think, will stem any potential Milltown comeback, make it incredibly difficult with him on less now, as Gary Sice strikes the free, makes no mistake, over the bar it goes. Corofin extend out their lead now with 7-point advantage, 3-11 to 110. As it is indeed Keith Mannion that has been black carded there, makes his way off in front of us, will play no further part here. As the clock shows 6 minutes to go, long ball from Nolan up towards Brennan, fine catch again, takes the mark, looking for Blake inside, that's where he goes, high ball in around the house again, it's a battle in there, Blake bats it down, it's surely fouled, but the advantage isn't given, as Mark Hare was coming through and goal, sliced the one away in the end, so maybe he's happy with that, but Blake again is making an utter nuisance of himself in there, and Carl Silk is one of the best club fullbacks in the game. He's under all sorts of pressure there.
He's struggling with a guy with Blake's size, and then he's that probably trickery and experience that when the ball is in the air, he's so used to out-muscling fellas around midfield that, Carl is probably under a hard time there. But, 111 from Milltown, they haven't given up. They're absolutely doing everything they can. Blake in the edge of the square is causing a bit of chaos for them as well.
So it's a 6-point ball game again. 3-11 to Corofin, 1-11 to Milltown. Power again. Just outrageous kick out.
It's fantastic to watch.
Should be a highlights reel just on his kick outs alone. Sends his side on the attack again. They come on the attack here again. Cunningham, he loves to get forward. He has done a lot all day, hard running. It's another player from that half-back line that certainly does. Dylan McHugh. Farrer now seems to be playing like the general out there, is slowing things down. See the old warrior Dermot Blake is ready to go. Imagine we'll put the two Blakes in around the house and go Route 1 for the last couple of moments. It's Corofin though, still going, in control. All the way in the corner in front of the scoreboard here, but keeping on to possession of it. Milltown now really needs to try and strive out, but it's Gill now, a beautiful little hand pass. How has he got that through? We'll get it back again. And they recycle again. Gary Sice will tick up things on the halfway line and then boots it backwards over here towards Gavin Burke. That's the ball bounce in front of him. And then Solon's forward, has a couple of gears if he wants to go through as well. McHugh, a beautiful hand pass inside towards Farrer, who has a good bit of space in front of him. Farrer now punches it infield towards Lundy. Lundy ends up on the floor, but holds on to possession. And there's Damien Brennan making use of himself, and Costello picks up the breaking ball, and Milltown come on the attack now. Here, on towards Jack Curran. Curran now has Costello on his left hand side. Curran is still going. Blake has come deep, so there's nobody inside. Costello now is coming on the loop. He's still going on the left hand side, trying to cut it. Is he going for a goal? He's going the wrong way around. He's still going. Has to punch it over the bar.
Great score.
Brilliant score from Milltown. It's hard worked, but I think it's going to be will copy, in terms of experience. Jimmer Blake is on. He replaces own Mannion, but Ronan Steed is going to be a counter-attack. Two warriors of the club game now have been introduced here for the last couple of moments.
Yeah, it's great to see Blake on. He's 42 next year. I hope I don't get that wrong, but he's
you have to be careful around that terminology.
He's definitely 41 anyway, but he's 42 next year. But Dermot, all-star nomination for Galway, I think back in 06 or 07. Fantastic serving from Milltown football. It's great to see him here getting the last few minutes of the games when Milltown need him.
And he's replaced Patrick Egan, who's had a fine game for Corofin. We often talk about the more experienced players, but Egan has been phenomenal here today. Got the opening goal as well, that all-important goal, and it's just been a warrior out in the middle of the pitch. But it's Corofin by 5 here. There's 2.5 minutes of normal time left. 3-11 to 1-12. Corofin now with the possession of the football again, running down the left-hand side. Of course, Milltown playing all this football with a man less. And they will see out the game with that of the black card being shown there. On they go again. Corofin now trying to add to the scoreboard. Malloy with hard running, gets hit a couple of times, and look at Dylan McHugh's coming through. Quick hands again. This is the quickest hands come through. Lundy's going to walk it into the net. It's just batted in as well.
Square ball, is it?
Square ball has been indicated. They will play Mark Cullen in the final, and that was almost the Mark Cullen goal. We've seen them so many times, but still Milltown hang on. That's a dangerous ball though, and it's been gobbled up by Gavin Burke. Burke now puts the ball in. It goes towards Dylan Wall, spins around, falls on the floor, trying to get the free. He doesn't. Milltown pick it up. That'll be a free out. They will not die down.
No, they're giving absolutely everything out here today, Milltown. You have to admire their ability to keep going at Corofin.
Bit of afters on the ball there. Christopher Ryan sees it. Who's he called over? It's Brian Cogger who's been called over. Will it balance out the books? Yellow card being shown there. So still Corofin by 5. Minute and a half of normal time left. As Conor Nolan now comes for a trot. This pretty much is a Hail Mary time here. Milltown passes the ball sideways as Milltown edge the way forward up towards the scoring goal. Godwin now soloing forward. Puts in field, sides, puts in a heavy contact, but Godwin does well, holds onto the ball. Fearick now gives on the shoulder towards Damien Brennan. It's a fine game. Long ball, high up and towards the air, up towards Carl Blake. There's a couple of people around him. It breaks nicely. It almost breaks. The ball is going around the scramble. Calls for a penalty, nothing given. Bodies on both sides being clattered. It's nearly that old-fashioned ball there, nearly crowd havoc yet again, but Corofin now are coming swarming forward. Size now picks up the ball, cuts the ball in field, punches towards Lundy. On he goes, and Lundy gives a 1-2, breaks forward. Another hand pass through the lines of the players coming forward here. Beautiful ball in around the house.
Great tackle.
What a tackle.
Brilliant.
That is for Coron there. He's been an absolute warrior today, as he has been. Just Lundy then comes in with a heavy tackle and comes on through. 5 minutes of additional time. Milltown there, a bit of experience being shown by Damien Brennan. Boots at that. The Corofin player gets an extra couple of yards here, but they trail by 5. And we're about to start 5 minutes of additional time. Milltown again, reset. Up it comes again here with Liam Costello. Liam Costello running forward with the football. He's running the steed, shadowing him, and he's still on going. Cuts the ball in field, breaks the halfway line, gives it towards Mike Martin. Our Milltown trying to line up another Hail Mary. Martin now trying to get a bit of room on that left boot. He's been good defending though by Dylan McHugh, who holds him up. Martin now has to run down the sideline. He needs support. He lofts the ball in around the house. Up it goes. Jimmy Blake is in there. The ball breaks. He's going through Mark Hare. He's taking a lot of steps. Call Blake. He's fouled. It has to be a penalty. What's the referee given?
Is he given the goal?
He's given the goal, has he? He certainly has.
Unbelievable.
Jeremy Blake is in there. I'm not sure who put it in.
I think it was Cahill.
But it's another goal, and it's a 2-point game here in injury time. And there's 4 minutes of play left. Wow.
This is with Milltown down to 14 men as well. The effort they put in the last 10 minutes is amazing. And it all happened back there with Jack Coran's tackle. He's the sort of centre back you'd like to be playing ahead of you. And they worked the ball down the field. Never say die attitude. 2 points in it. The 2-12, 18 points would win most games of football. Fantastic performance in the second half by Milltown.
And you have to bear in mind a couple of the goals, the last one in particular, they'll be so frustrated about.
Oh God, I mean that's one that's going to hit them now coming down the home straight. It's 2 points in if that they can go in, but you know, then again it would have been a different game. But what an effort from Milltown in the second half. You have to give them absolutely every bit of credit, and regardless of the result, they can be so proud of their performance in the second half.
Also the players down the pitch, Carl Blake will have to get just lifted off this pitch. What a performance he's put in. It looks like a head injury there. As he comes on through, he's still sat on the small square. Thought it was going to be a penalty in the end. It's deemed that the ball had gone over the line, and there'll have to be a good bit more additional time be left here as well. We've spent about 30-40 seconds alone there as Carl Blake makes his way up on his feet. But Corofin, they're up by 2. They have an extra player. But this is a grandstand finish here in Tuam Stadium, and I've said it a couple of times, the Scans will not lie down.
No, they will not lie down, and fair play to them, and it's so admirable to see as well. They're just throwing absolutely everything at them, but if they win this, I think, if they win this kick out, we're in for a brilliant couple of minutes.
Power goes long, high up and towards the air. Brian Cogger has made a brilliant run, and yet again they get another kick out. It's a real bit of oxygen into the Corofin lungs, who are going to play keep ball now, you would imagine. Holding on to possession here. Milltown will really have to engage. The Corofin have control at the moment. They lead by 2. Holding possession. Milltown need to try and force the turnover. Carl Silk now comes forward with the football. Up it comes towards Farrer. Farrer now solo on the ball. Pretty much over on the left-hand side. Finds room. Dylan McHugh now has found a pocket of space and is driving forward. He has Kieran Malloy on his shoulder. Heavy challenge comes in. Malloy as well is still going forward. Punches the ball over the top. This is another goal scoring opportunity. It's been punched up over in the air. And over it goes. Back towards the goal. Mia Lundy again. What experience. The old Warriors are really coming to play here. Keith Mannion is ready to come back on again here as well. We're that deep into additional time. The Milltown will be back to 15, but they trail by 3.
Yeah, they need to win this kick out now to work the ball down the other end of the pitch. They're still a man down.
Yeah, Mannion tried to come on. He'll be back on in the next couple of seconds. We'll have played 3 out of the 5. Ball goes up again. Who's got it? Mark Hare has it. Long ball in it goes. Martin and Blake are inside. Martin has the football. He's on the right hand side. He breaks the 21. He takes a big solo. He cuts back in field. Back towards Carl Blake. What's Carl Blake going to do? He shoots it. It's a Gary Owens switch. Hang up in the air it goes. Who goes to get the ball? Corofin got it. They really get it back out of that. Might have been better serve going for the point there. Win for the big switch of attack. And Corofin are able to gobble it up.
Yeah, probably just a lack of energy there from Blake. He just exerted so much pressure on it there. If Martin put the ball out.
Here we go. The turnover. It'll be a free out. A wild challenge comes in, and this could be dangerous. Because Sean Blake is already on a yellow card. He went flying in there. The ball was in front of him after the turnover. I think about 2, and he is being flashed off. So Milltown will finish with 14. They were about to be back to 15. Keith Mannion does return from his black card, but just right at the same time, Sean Blake makes way for a second yellow card. He took about 2 Corofin players out of the way there as well. It's frantic stuff here in Tuam Stadium.
Yeah, they're absolutely throwing everything at Corofin or Milltown. Wild tackle there from Sean Blake. It might be a bit of a tired tackle, but you have to credit Milltown's response here in the last few minutes. They've absolutely thrown everything at them, and they're down to 40 men for the last 10 minutes as well. It's never say die attitude for them here.
Corofin by 3, 3:12 to 2:12. As the clock shows 30 seconds to go. You'd imagine there'll be a bit more because after that Milltown goal there was a good stoppage in play when Carl Blake put man ball half the Corofin team over the line there as well. But Corofin are showing their experience here in the last couple of moments, you'd imagine. Well, there's about another minute max of football, you would say. Lundy's had such an impact since he's come on early in the second half here as well, holding onto the football now back towards Farrer. He's had a big impact as well, and he's just walking position, keeping on to possession, and Milltown will be doing well to get the football back here, you feel.
Yeah, they're just slowing it down here. They're so experienced at this game. They done it the last day against Tuam as well, and when the pressure came on, they were able to transition to their end of the pitch, and the likes of Farrer's coming on the ball here. Lundy, Steed is free here as well. They've just got all the races at the moment around the middle to get the ball to any one of them.
Farrer striding forward to the football. It's open in front of him, and nobody's coming to him. Punches the ball on the right hand side. Corofin now just playing keep ball. It's like a training ground exercise from Belclare at the moment. Burke now under a bit of pressure, so puts the burners on, punches it on the line, but they still have room here. Ross Mann now running down the sideline. Time is pretty much up. Corofin trail our lead by 3. With Ronan Steed takes a lot of steps there, but gets it back towards Gary Sice. Sice under pressure, still going, then boots it across. A clever play. Switch it. McHugh in turn will switch it over on the left hand side, and on Corofin go. Here they come with the football. Malloy now switches it over and still edging towards the goal. Liam Silk pops it off the shoulder towards Dylan McHugh. Back it comes towards Liam Silk again, and they're playing keep ball over on that right hand side in front of the scoreboard. Kieran Malloy picks it up here now. The time is pretty much up. We've played a minute more than the 5. Wild ball comes in around the house. Will it hang up in the air? As over the bar it goes, and that'll wrap things up. A beautiful Corofin score from all the way out in the sideline. Gives them a 2-score advantage here at the death. And you imagine the full-time whistle will come anytime soon now. As the ball flowed over the bar, it was a wonderful score. It just kills any form of momentum there now. Corofin by 4. 3:13 to 2:12. Time is still going. Short ball, kick out being taken. Been well taken out of the air by Niall Costello. He's pulled back here. Still on we go. One last attack. Godwin now coming swarming forward with the football. On he goes, running Steeds on his shoulder. Godwin still going with the football, cuts back in field and still going around the sideline. The fullback is going for a run. Godwin thought about taking a shot, gives it back towards Damien Brennan. Brennan now outside the D, punches over the right hand side, and it's intercepted there again though. And there is the full-time whistle. Corofin, after a hell of a late scare, are through to the county final. They've defeated Milltown by 3:13 to 2:12, a 4-point victory. But it's been a crazy game here in Tuam Stadium. Anyone that said it might be easy was shown very much that wasn't the case. Milltown, even after conceding 3 first-half goals, 2 of which were absolute killers, and even down to 14 players at the end, just kept on going. Would not die down. But Corofin have set up the dream final.
Yeah, and probably at the start of the year, you'd probably say, I'd probably looking at a Corofin, Mike Cullen final, the way things have panned out. But what credit to Milltown here. 2-12. It's the most anyone has scored against Corofin. Tuam have got 9 points so far against them in the quarter-final. That's the most anyone scored against them in the campaign. So they've come here today and they've doubled that. They can be very proud of their display overall today. Obviously the last goal was a bit of a sucker punch, but I think overall, probably Milltown getting to a semi-final, scoring 2-12 against Corofin. They've had a really, really good championship campaign, and that's something for them to build on next year. Corofin, they just don't go away. They're back into another county final. They're, a very different team than started, in the 3 in a row final against Kilcoo, and they're back in here again. And young Patrick Egan had a fantastic game today. They're producing these players, and it's going to be a good final, but Corofin are not going away. They're never going away.
So what McCullough need to do is probably get James McLaughlin at the edge of the square and drive it in, really. Is that what we're saying?
Or transfer Blake to back there. But, that's a chink in the armour, and, any team is going to struggle with a guy like Cathal Blake on the edge of the square. It doesn't matter who you put on him. They launched it in, and he was so effective in there as well. But, even Jack Curran, that last tackle there just to get the ball up the other end of the pitch as well. But, it's probably a weakness we've seen from Corofin, but with Mike Cullen having such huge firepower as well, it's going to be a good county final, I think, Jonathan.
Yeah, it certainly is. But Corofin, they showed all their class here as well, all their experience, all their strength and depth. They were blistering periods there as well, and probably maybe the perfect way to go into the final after giving a little bit of a mini scare. Kevin Johnson will be able to say, we need to improve on this and this, or whatever. It takes a little bit of the shine off where had they just swarm to victory like they looked like they were for stage of the game.
Absolutely, and they mightn't have learned a whole lot then. If that happens against Mike Cullen the last few minutes, then they really don't have time to fix it. But over the next 2 weeks they can sort this bit out. Probably the chink in the armour that we've seen. But it's going to be a good county final. Corofin, Mike Cullen, it's probably hard to call now. Maybe you might call it Mike Cullen after the way they've gone through the campaign, but Corofin have been unbeaten so far this year. So have Mike Cullen. 2 best teams in the county final. It's going to be a good game of football to look forward to in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, it certainly is. Both sets of semi-finals have been staggering watches, enthralling, really reflected the quality in the championship that we've witnessed to date. Milltown make the way off, but they give one hell of a performance there as well. Every last drop of blood, sweat and tears were left out of there to give Corofin an almighty square. But just like Montpellier Malloch gave Montcullen last night in Empire Stadium, but we do have that dream final. It will be Corofin versus Montcullen in 2 weeks' time in Pearse Stadium. We can't wait for that already. But here, after a day of drama, all the way back in the first game, one of Abbey, they had a fine victory over Cortoon Shamrocks. That sees up their final appearance with Kilconnelly. That's another huge game to look forward to as well. But here in the big one, in the battle for Frank Fox, it will be Corofin who advance. They've defeated Milltown by 3-13 to 2-12. Thanks to Dermot and Kevin and Brian, of course. Thanks to everyone for watching. We will talk to you also soon. Slán agus Iwa.
Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Sawtail, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
This facility is incredible, and the work they are doing to improve farmers' environments and the environments for cows so that cows are more productive and happier and comfier is incredible. It really, really is. So every single batch of rubber that comes in to be made into mattresses is tested for stretchiness. Literally every single time, but this isn't the interesting stuff.
Forgetting the products for a second, they'll even design your very own cowshed, the cubicle layouts, the mats that you need, and every component needed for that situation and application.
EasyFix have their own custom mat shop, so no matter what type of rubber floors you have, EasyFix can either make it, modify it, create it, design it, or whatever, so that they've got something to fit your cubicle shed, your slat shed, whatever.
Tomorrow. No one's seen it, and yet everyone imagines it. We hope for smiles, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones too. We hope that the light at the end of the tunnel isn't just a light. It's the sun shining on our days to come. We hope that even if we get older, we can fulfill the dreams we once had as kids. We hope because hope is a wonderful thing. It can't be conquered. It can't be defeated. And on the off chance that it weakens, With nourishment, it returns again, stronger than ever. At Allison, we believe that your hopes should not just remain hopes. They should become your reality, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, or what you do. That's why we spread empowerment to people across the world through over 4,000 online courses and career development tools, all for free, so that everyone can empower themselves, learn about their opportunities, connect with tomorrow, and grow from where they are today. After all, tomorrow is a great place to be. It's a place filled with possibilities. It's a place where you can be everything you want to be. With Allison, empower yourself.
Trinzo is a consultancy company that provides quality regulatory training and supply chain support into the medical device and pharmaceutical industry.
On a day-to-day basis, we would engage with companies around the world to tackle a wide range of industry challenges.
Clients will come to us with a wide variety of challenges. Those could be quality and regulatory compliance issues. They could be also really intense business challenges that they're trying to solve. And in that case, we'd put a team on the ground to make sure that they're really well supported and that they're being left in a better place when Trinzo steps off the project with them.
One of Trinzo's strengths lies in our ability to excel in demanding and complex areas. This is a challenge made possible by our extensive and diverse expertise in the industry.
I believe the future is very bright for Trinzo. We are growing at 30% per year, year on year. Trinzo is very deliberate in our culture. We are very collaborative, team focused, really look after employees. So we believe that happy employees lead to happy clients.
Caulfield Industrial, one of Ireland's largest distributors of industrial tools and safety supplies. With retail stores in Galway and Athlone, our nationwide distribution service offers next-day delivery on over 50,000 stock items. From our website, caulfieldindustrial.com, the #1 supplier of quality tools, safety gear and equipment from top brands like DeWalt, Snickers, Bosch, Stanley, Baco and many more. For professional tools and equipment, think Caulfield Industrial.